Welcome, everybody, to Carlock Confessions. We are live here on a special Tuesday, June 18th, here live in Michigan. Super excited to be here tonight. A special edition of Carlock Confessions is on. We are airing on a Tuesday tonight due to some prearranged events going on for tomorrow. So, very excited to be here on a Tuesday. Hopefully it's going to be a good show. Hopefully we have a good turnout tonight. Very excited to be here. The evening tonight should be great. It is warm. It is springtime. I think it's the second day in a row it hasn't rained for once. The bugs are out. Mosquitoes are out. It means it's springtime. Super excited to be here, though. My wife, of course, thank you for your support, honey. First one on tonight. Thank you. Good evening. Maybe the kids are with you. It'd be cool if they are. Super excited to be here, though. Carlock Confessions is now live and in session. So hopefully you guys are feeling good tonight. I'm feeling good. Thanks so much for being here. Hi, Katie. Thanks for joining the show. So glad to see you. Special edition Tuesday night show. It should be a good one. I want to give a quick shout out. My opening music also out there. I want to give a shout out to Babel. Thank him again for allowing me to use his music on my show. If you like the music of the show on this opening sequence, please feel free to go to the About area of our website here on Facebook, and you can click on the link and go to his YouTube page. He's got a ton of songs on there. He's an incredible musician. All the music is original in his. Check it out. There's a lot of good ones there. I'm even featured on one of them. So if you want to check out a song that I'm featured on, feel free to pop over to his YouTube page. Again, his name is Babel. You can get to that on my Facebook page. So wonderful that the kids are here. Kids, welcome to the show for my first time. My kids are on with my wife. Happy to have them here. Katie, so glad you could be on. Thank you. If you guys could share this video right now on your Facebook page, I greatly appreciate it. Let's try to get as many viewers on Carlock Confessions that we can on this wonderful evening. Again, the show, what I love about it the most is it's a show where you guys can be a part of. And the audience definitely plays a factor to it. Super excited and glad that you guys are here, and it really does make a difference to have more people on. So if you guys could share this, I'd really appreciate it. Once you do, give me a thumbs up in the chat. I can see chat, so I'm super excited to have that here. So let me know if you guys, if you could, with a thumbs up. Hopefully you guys are hearing me and the audio is coming through well. And I'm excited to be here tonight. Hopefully you guys are too. So welcome everybody. I don't want to hear no crickets tonight in the chat. That's better. No crickets tonight. Renee just jumped on. Hello, Renee. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming on this special edition of Carlock Confessions on Tuesday, June 18th. So glad to have everybody here. I'm super excited. Give everybody a round of applause. It is not hump day, so I can't play that one tonight, but I can tell you to come on. Share this page, share the show, so we can get as many people on as we can tonight. That would be super grateful. Hey, thumbs up to you guys again. Don't forget, if you guys haven't, go ahead in the upper right-hand corner, click on those three buttons or dots and hit the bell so you guys know every time I go live so you can catch me. Sorry to confuse you, Renee. Yep, it is Tuesday. Feels like a Wednesday. Special edition of Carlock Confessions. I will not be on tomorrow. Wanted to get the show on tonight. So hopefully you guys jumped on. Let's get into it. Thank you for being here. Super blessed, super excited to be on the show tonight. I posted the poll question like I do every Wednesday. Hopefully you guys got on and did that. I saw that there was a couple of responses. Poll question tonight, have you ever lied about your age? That's a good one. I'm hoping everybody will be honest about it and not lie to me telling me they haven't lied about their age. I have lied about my age before, especially in my job. A couple of times I found that people didn't respect me when I was younger, so I tried to make myself seem a bit older and said I was older when I wasn't. But that is... I wonder if anybody else has lied about their age. This poll question kind of goes along with our evening tonight and what we're going to be talking about. Let's not forget we want to review last week's poll question as we do every week on the show. Last week's was kind of corny. I get it. Have you liked or followed the Carlock Confessions page yet? I only had 3 responses, just 3. We definitely have to get more people involved in Car Lot Confessions to be the change. But all three said yes, they loved it. So I'm assuming it was, of course, people who's been on the page before. It was kind of a self-plug, so you guys have to forgive me for that one. But, if I don't market this, it's never going to get any bigger, and I really want to be the change. I want to be a big part of that change, the positive change that we bring to the world. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you. Kayla has joined us. Thank you so much, Kayla, for coming on. I think you're a first-time viewer of Car Lot Confessions. I hope you guys enjoy the show. I'm so glad you guys are here. Again, feel free to comment in the chats. You guys are part of the show just as much as I am, and that's what makes this show so great. So, all right. So, again, the poll question of the night is posted on our site tonight. Go ahead and make sure you go put it on there. We'll review that again one next week. But, again, have you lied about your age? That is the poll question of the week. So go ahead and jump on the page, like it, follow it, share it, and then post on that poll question so we can go ahead and review that next week. All right. So hopefully everybody's having a great Tuesday. I know it's confusing because it is Tuesday, not Wednesday, but I'm super excited to be here. I got to get to Car Lot Confessions a day sooner. So how that can be bad, I don't know. But it is a wonderful night here in Michigan. Sure excited to be here. All right, let's just jump right into the show as we always do. In the news, this was a fun article that I posted. Hopefully you guys saw it before the show tonight. It's a very cute little article. It was about aging joyfully. It was some little stories about some folks that have aged and are up there in age and how happy they are and about their lives a little bit. And the whole point of this and the reason why I posted it was I wanted to talk about age, kind of like the title and the things in there for the show tonight. I wanted to talk about age. Poll question went along with it. There's this negative stigmata of age in itself, and getting older is a problem. Getting older is negative, and I wanted to address that this week just because, I had some time this week to think about age and look at my dad and look at my father-in-law and the people around me and my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law and my family and my friends, and I'm looking at everybody, and it's like, I've known a lot of these people for a long time, and there's a lot of beauty in age. The people that are around me have aged beautifully. My family around me is beautiful the older they get. I feel like I've aged beautifully, and you guys can beat me up in the chat about that if you want. I know I've lost my hair, but there's this negative stigmata about age. So why I posted this article was it was a really great couple of cute stories about older folks and how they've enjoyed their lives and how they've cherished it and how they cherish their lives and their days now, which I find is super important to do. There's this negative stigmata on change and age and changing and getting old and there's plastic surgery and there's always these people trying to reverse time. And reversing time is not something I think we should do. We should appreciate the time that we've had, the age that we show, our gray hair, my losing hair, my gray in my beard. All of these things are signs of the road that we've traveled, the journey that we've been on. And to me, that's important. So let me know what you guys think about this as we're talking about it, because I want you guys involved tonight as much as possible. It's really not hard. I really love if you do it. I want you guys to go ahead and put in chat about what you guys think about this, because there is this negative stigmata, and I'm not going to say it's gender related. Women and men, I think, both feel the same way about this. I've read statistically that men are just as well getting as much plastic surgery and trying to reverse age as women are. And there's all these chemicals and these products out there in regards to trying to look younger, making our skin tauter, getting breast lifts or butt lifts or face lifts and eyelid reductions and all these things, trying to reduce wrinkles and age. And I feel like there's this too much emphasis on beauty and age, and why can't old be beautiful too? So that's something that I want to address in tonight's show, and that's why I have it, and that's kind of what the show is about tonight. So I'd really love if you guys chimed in, let me know what you think, and I would love to hear it. Reversing time. There's a story behind every wrinkle. There's a story behind every gray hair. most of mine are my kids, and this history that I've been through. So I'm pretty sure most of yours are the same. And these stories are what define us. These wrinkles and these the gray hairs and the, you know. Let's do this. Let's talk about gender in specific. I'll even start with the men and the males. As we get older, our muscles tend to get a little weaker. You know, the skin sags. We get wrinkles in the face, all that kind of stuff. And men are wanting to look younger these days, just as much as women, and hanging on to this fountain of youth. So men are going and getting, you know, pec implants, going to the gym more, which is always healthy, and that's okay. But they're doing things to try to reverse age as well. And, you know, they always say the $1 million idea or the $1 million drug is the one that can reverse time. Why though? I look myself in the mirror and I appreciate my gray hair. I kind of appreciate how I've changed. I'm going a little fatter. I've gotten a little older. I've gotten a little wrinklier, however you want to say it. But all of it has a story. I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for all those things that have happened. So there is a positive spin in regards to aging, and I think that's a little bit of the change I want to talk about in being the change, and my opinion in regards to it, and I hope you guys will chime in as well. If you guys are hearing me and you agree, you guys think this is a good topic, go ahead and put a thumbs up in the chat tonight for me, so I at least know that you guys are hearing me and you're on board with this topic. Continuing on, though, we can talk about women. Women are going and getting breast lifts and implants, and they're using serums for their eyelashes and their eyelids, and they're trying to make their skin taut and all these lotions, and billion dollar market in regards to trying to anti-age. But why? Why are we anti-aging? We learn as we age. We, I believe, should get more respect the older we get in our age. I think aging is good. There's something about getting older and wiser and more knowledgeable, more experience, that there's something really positive and great about that. It's about the journey that we go through, not about reversing that journey. And so this is the topic I wanted to bring up because I thought it was a good one. When I read this article, it kind of just popped it. And again, the article doesn't really go into that, but it was something that I wanted to spark the conversation for tonight. Because the negative stigmata kind of, I think, needs to go away or be addressed. I mean, it really is put out there by media. And so you look and you see all of our celebrities and all these people that are in the news more often than not, doing everything they can to look more beautiful. Now, I was a big fan when HD TV came out. When high definition cameras rolled out and started to be used for everyday program like the news, you started to see the natural aging of the people in front of the camera. Makeup wasn't always able to hide that. And to be honest with you, with me in regards to the news, seeing people that embraced their age, embraced their wrinkles and their gray hair and all of this, especially in the media and Hollywood, to me, that's a sign of respect. Like, they deserve respect for that, because age is beauty in itself. Age is wisdom and experience. And these are all positive things. So what I'm trying to do is talk about eliminating the negative stigma of getting older. So, Kayla, you've been on, Renee, Katie, my wife, you're all on. I'd love to hear you guys in chat. Let me know what you think in regards to this. Let's get to chat real quick. I see that there's been some comments. Kayla wants to know why I'm feeling old. I'm not able to do all the things I used to with all the energy, but I think it's a good thing, though, because I think I do things better than I used to. John weighs in. I have to say I have aged well as well. John, you absolutely have aged well. This is what my brother looks like, everybody, just so you know. He looks pretty good, too. Maybe a little skinnier. He works out a little more than I do. He says I work out. Let's see what else we got here in chat. John does look great. Gray hair. No. Lift, reduce it all. Okay. Justin Wells is on. Justin, my friend, thank you for being here tonight. What hair? Exactly. It's good for me. But so here we go. So thank you so much. Renee jumped in as well. I think some of it has to do with magazine covers as well. Yep. Photoshop is ridiculous. You look supermodels, actors, exactly. So the stuff is in the media. So it seems like you guys are on board and you're seeing what I'm talking about here. It is a thing. And, you know, I really am tired of seeing the media control what's beautiful. And that's kind of partly it too. I'm not ripped. I have kind of the dad bod going on, but I'm proud of it. And I'm proud of it because I'm a proud dad. And I'm proud to have these gray hair because of my kids, and the experiences I've gone through have really opened my eyes up to the negativity of the world, which is why I want this show to be the change, to be the positive change. So to me, these are things that are important. And we overlook this stuff because the media puts this heavy emphasis on beauty, on being young, on emphasizing and idolizing the younger, pretty people. And to me, that's sex sells, but why can't old be sexy? I mean, let's talk about people like George Clooney, one of the sexiest men alive. He had gray hair at the time, movie star, I get it, but I love when they focus on people that are older sometimes, just to get that respect, that persona, the maturity. And there's beauty in all of that. And so to all you men and women out there of Carlock Confessions, I want to say that getting old is beautiful. You should love your bodies. You should love your gray hair. You should love your wrinkles, because every bit of it, every inch of it tells a story. It tells a story about you, where you've been, what you've been through, the trials and tribulations and conquering you've done in your life. That's positive stuff. Those are things you want to focus on. Those are things that you think about when you are maybe having a bad day, or when you're having a hard time. You can think about all those things you've been through. Kayla weighs in, gray is beautiful. Now 20 years old, year-olds want it, which is true. I love that trend is happening. The heads is always greener. Young wants to be old. Old wants to be young. That's also true. Where's the sweet spot in that? There's a sweet spot in there, and I think it's in your early to mid-20s, where people are like, no, I'm happy to be in my early to mid-20s, and that's where I want to be. Younger does seem to want to be older. Older wants to be younger. And that's kind of my key to the story, or to this in the news tonight, is I want to talk about this as in, why can't we be happy with the age we are? Why are we always trying to change that? That's what I want to know. So Clooney didn't get hot till he was old. I said the same thing about myself, right? Yeah, no, seriously. Clooney's always been looking good, I think. So Justin weighs in. Thank you, Justin, for being a part of the show tonight. I appreciate it. Welcome to the show. He says, I look in the mirror every morning and say I can't wait till tomorrow because I get better looking every day. Man, you guys are full of it tonight. I love it. I love it. This is fantastic. No, you know, that's one of the things. I take a look at Facebook, and I look at my friends, and I look at people that I haven't seen in a really long time. And, you know, there isn't anybody that I can really say who hasn't aged well. I think age does bring beauty. So hopefully you guys agree with me. If you do, thumbs up in the chats. Please go ahead and like and share this as well with your friends. If we can get them on, that would be fantastic. But seriously, age is beauty. And I appreciate my gray hair. I actually love that I've gone bald. It's so much easier to manage. I don't have to worry about putting gel in it anymore. I think my wife still thinks I'm good looking. So that's a good thing. So this negative stigmata, though, that's kind of what I want Carlock Confessions to be, is kind of this fight against the negativity in this world. And, you know, these companies that are making billions of dollars on anti-aging cream, anti-aging everything, man, if I could develop a drink that I could market as, this will make you younger, maybe Red Bull has, I don't know. Man, would they make another $1 billion, right? Is this the fountain of youth type stuff? So let me know what you guys think. As we're in chat, we got a few people on. Chat's been lively tonight. I love it. What I want to do is use that opportunity here, and we'll get right into the question of the night. So this is where you guys weigh in. Tell me what you think in regards to the question of the night. Question of the night tonight that I have goes along with our topic. What are some things that scare you about getting old? Because that's kind of this thing with the negative stigmata is there's this fear of getting old. And people try to fight it because of that fear. So what I want to talk about in our question of the night along this topic is, what are some things that scare you about getting old? I'll go first. I'm the host of the show, so I'll go first. But some of the things that scare me, not that I'm afraid to get old. I'm actually enjoying getting older. But one of the things that does scare me about getting old, I guess, would be for me is really kind of, my grandfather was 99 when he passed away. He was a trooper. Man, was he tough. But his eyesight and his hearing went, when he, in his 90s, maybe even late 80s. And he struggled with that for a long time. Now, he was very stubborn and very, very amazing person. But I think that's the thing that scares me. I already wear glasses. My wife will tell you I have a hard time hearing in general. But I'm afraid to lose my sight and hearing. Those are some of the things that I enjoy the most about being alive, is being able to see these wonderful, beautiful sights in this world and hear these wonderful, beautiful things. And I want to make sure that, and I know technology is helping with that and keeping things alive for that kind of stuff. You're getting surgeries and you have hearing aids and all these wonderful things that are advancing people that are aging and have these kind of issues. But that's one of the fears that I have. It runs in my family. I've seen it. And it scares me a bit to have that because it is important. Kara weighs in. Thank you for weighing in on the question of the night. She says, death, joint pain, not being able to do things I've always done, health declines, aging badly, etc. So many things. This is part of the negative stigmata, and I totally understand where you're coming from, honey. These are things you have to deal with as you get older, and the body can only take so much. But again, these are things that these are challenges that we face in our life. And these are things that I think that we need to change the negativity on and look at it in a positive way. If you have, let's start off with death. Death is hard, and we can talk about that as a whole topic in itself. Joint pain, not being able to do things that I've always done. Those are types of things that can happen. And I've been thinking about this, and I think about my dad and the people that I know that are older, and I think what you do is you have to change with life in a positive way. As your life and your body tells you it's time to slow down, maybe you need to start looking at things positively and picking up things that are good to do when you're slower, and when you do slow down. I love to play chess. I can see myself getting older and playing chess some days, sitting at a table in a park all day and playing chess, because I'm not as active as I used to be, but you can still slow down and do things you love. So colonoscopy, doctor visits, and a possibility of dementia. I had to do that because the colonoscopy, thank you, that brought a smile to my face. True, we have to stay healthy. There are procedures that are a little uncomfortable. Dementia is something that scares me. That's something that I also have that runs in the family. Again, these are all challenges that we have to face. These are things that we fear. We fear them, and then we turn them into negatives. And I want to turn this stuff into positives, guys, and that's kind of the key of the show tonight. So losing ones is always big. The big 50 brings the colonoscopy, mammograms as well. Again, we have to take care of our health. Our body isn't as strong to take care of itself as it has as we get older, but it is important to do that. So good health, staying young in mind, being positive, these are all things that we can do and that are good for us. So aging. I would like to see the flip of the negative on this as a positive. What are positive things that we can do then? So if there's fears, what are things that can come that are positive of those things? So if you're fearing of losing loved ones, let's tap into that because there's a lot of people jumping on in regards to that. Losing loved ones is definitely something that's hard. Everybody fears that. Nobody wants to lose someone they love. On the flip side, that's why we cherish every single day. That's why we should cherish every moment we have with each other. That's why we try not to leave things unsaid or undone. Maybe we mend some broken bridges. Maybe we make sure that we have that cup of coffee in the morning with with people we love. There are great things about getting older, and you want to focus on those times with those people, so not take them for granted. So let me applaud Justin Wells here. That's an applause for Justin Wells. He has said the magic word in regards to getting older: retirement. probably the most positive thing about getting older is being able to retire. I have 18 years in currently in regards to my job that I work for. I work for the University of Michigan for the day, and I have 30 more to go. 30 more years and I can retire. I'm super excited about it, but thank you, Justin, for bringing in the special word of the night, word of the evening, retirement. Thank you. I appreciate that. But anyways, go back to the topic and the question of the night. Yeah, these are things that does scare us, but we can turn that stuff into positives, and that's kind of what I want to lean on a little bit here again. Spending time with the people that we love, enjoying the time that we have with them, cherishing that time, mending old bads, fixing and apologizing and doing things that we need to do to make sure those relationships stay strong is really important. Again, last week we talked about surrounding ourselves with the right people. That's part of life. And if we do that in age, I think we will have a fulfilled life. And that's ultimately, I think, my biggest fear about getting old is having regrets about not being able or not doing something that I wanted to do. That brings us right back to this show, Carlock Confessions. This is something I created because this is something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be in broadcasting, radio, TV, and I never had the opportunity to do so, or I didn't take the opportunity. Let's put it that way. And here's a platform where I was able to do it. This is something I can check off my bucket list, and I'm starting to understand how important a bucket list is and completing those things, doing them, even if they're uncomfortable or they worry you or you're worried or it scares you a little bit. These are good things. And thinking positive and having positive attitude is a good way to do that. So hopefully you guys agree with me. If you agree, let me know in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. But bucket lists are important. I think they're things that we should all do just to make sure that we don't have regrets. And that, being positive about our age and finding our aging selves beautiful is one way to make a positive change and be the change. So that's my opinions in regards to growing old. I appreciate you guys weighing in on it because that is important. Beauty is everywhere. Beauty is in our age, in our gray hair, in our wrinkles. The stories that in the places we've been are in the wrinkles and the calluses on our hands and the wrinkles in our faces. And, I have laugh lines and I have crow's feet and I have smile wrinkles. You know where I got those from? I got those from laughing and smiling so much. And that says something. And, I've thought about, man, I'd really love to get rid of those. And then I think, why would I? All those laughs and all those smiles that I've had in my life, why would I want to erase those? To me, that's part of erasing it. Everybody is beautiful. Lines, wrinkles, gray hair, baldness, skin spots, whatever is beautiful. And I hope you guys agree. Tonight, the chat has been excellent. If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up in there. It's absolutely exciting. Hope you guys are enjoying the show tonight. I certainly am. It's so great to have so many people on and enjoying it and being a part of the chat. So hopefully you guys are having a good time too. That is the question of the night. If you think of something later, please feel free to come back to Carlock Confessions. Post it on the page. We'll go ahead and continue the discussion there. We can always continue the discussion on the Carlock Confessions page. So please make sure you guys continue to come back and go ahead and add to the conversation. All right, so with that, we're going to lead right into the next segment of the show, which is one that I really enjoy, one of my favorite segments, and this is the open discussion or confession session of the show itself. This is an opportunity for you guys to continue to be a part of the show, but this is for you guys to kind of run the show here for a little bit as well. This is an opportunity for you to ask questions, seek advice, to ask anything of me that you'd like, talk about the show. It's an open discussion time in chat for us to talk about anything you like, and that's this one of my parts of the show that I love. Don't worry, Kayla, your hubs absolutely thinks you're hot all the time. I talk to him constantly, just so you know. Shout out to Skip. We love Skip. All right, real quick. So open discussion of the night, confession of the night. So I'll start things off. If you guys want to chime in, you can. One of my favorite segments, though. I want to talk about this past weekend, Father's Day weekend, just a couple of days ago. Hopefully everybody had a good Father's Day for the fathers that are out there. Hopefully you remembered the fathers that have gone and have left us behind, but are still remembered and thought of. And then the other thing I wanted to shout out to was the single mothers out there that play both roles, mom and dad. This is kind of, I wish, I know we have separate days, Mother's and Father's Day. They're great to have. But you know what I'd love to do is change both of those days to just Parent Day. Being a parent is, to me, one of the single greatest accomplishments of my life. I love being a parent. I love being a father. I love my kids. I love kids in general. They are the youth of tomorrow. I love being able to help teach them and shape minds and all of that kind of stuff. I love kids, and it's one of the greatest accomplishments of my life is having kids and being a father. But parenting isn't easy, and we all know that. If you are a parent, you know parenting isn't easy. And I think we deserve 2 days a year, and we really do have it. I mean, if you think about it, Mother's Day and Father's Day. But the importance here is it's Parents' Day. And I would love for that to just be kind of a thing, because there's so many single fathers and single mothers out there that we should be honoring and talking about, and not just dads on one day and not just moms on another, but all parents in general. Parenting isn't easy, and there isn't a manual out there for it, as we all know. And it was a day to remember. I had a great Father's Day. It was fantastic. I got to see my dad, spend some time with my kids, all of that. My father-in-law, got to see everybody. It was so wonderful. And then I see all of my family members and how their parents and it's not easy. We all go through the same troubles and tribulations as parents, and it's just a really great day. So me, I personally believe it should be Parents' Day, not Father's Day. Justin weighs in, asks how many kids and what genders do I have? I'm surrounded by kids. I have my stepdaughter, who is Riley. Shout out to her. She is 13, and I love with all my heart. I have my stepson, who is named Stone. He is about to be 12 years old here in July. I coach him and the boys in basketball and football. And so all of his friends that I've gotten close to as well and that I coach, I love all of them. I feel like those are all my boys as well. And then I have 2 daughters of my own, Sarah and then Michaela. Michaela is 8. And then, of course, I have my nephew who was around all the time, and I love Keegan Charles McCormick. He's fantastic. So I'm surrounded by kids all the time. My niece, Lainey, she is just turned 16, all that good stuff. So surrounded by kids, love them. Being a parent is fantastic. Justin, if you have kids as well, how many kids do you have, and what are their ages? I know most of the people in here have kids. But again, parenting isn't easy, but it is one of the most amazing joys of my life. And I don't think we should have just one day to recognize parents, because it's not an easy job, or one parent. But I think we should have 2 a year where we recognize both parents. And that's a tradition I'd like to get started. That's part of being the change. But moms and dads have it hard, and it's a job. And there's not a manual, and you do the best you can. And so I just wanted to give a quick shout out to all the dads out there and all the parents out there. Keep it going. The reason why I brought this up, and you guys might have seen people who are on my personal Facebook page, the Budweiser commercial. I'm a step parent to my step kids, and who I love just like my own kids. They are my blood, I feel like. And being a step parent, you don't have to be blood to be a parent. You don't have to be blood related to be a parent. You can love and guide and be there for children that aren't yours, and that is amazing. And that's what being a parent is. It doesn't have to be just blood. It can definitely be somebody who's there who wants to fill that role, who is loving and caring and able to do so. And to me, that is something that's amazing. So, oh, good. I'm glad I made Keegan's day. I love Keegan. Keegan, you're the man, buddy. So, being a step parent, I almost don't like the word step, because stepdads and stepmoms, to me, the key word there is mom and dad. Takes special people to be parents. Takes patience. We age. My gray hair, my baldness, we age being parents. But we learn things as being parents. I'm a better person today for being a parent. So I just want to give a shout out to all parents, not just step parents, because to me, I would love to get rid of the whole step thing. because the step doesn't matter. If it's anything, it's about stepping up. It's about stepping up and being somebody for something for somebody that you didn't have to be. That you chose to be. And the people that choose to be there are making the right choice. It's chosen out of love and out of caring and guidance. And so my wife puts a bunch of claps in there. I want to applaud all parents, step parents, which means stepping up to be a parent, and just say, Happy Parents' Day to everybody last Sunday who is a role in any kid's life. So that's what I have. That's for open discussion for me. Applaud you guys. I applaud everybody who's a parent. It's not easy. I like to think it is, but it's not. So hopefully you guys agree. Let me know what you think. You definitely learn patience as a parent. I've learned many things as being a parent. Patience is definitely one of them. Open discussion, though, on for another few more minutes. So if anybody has anything they'd like to add to the show, please do. Justin weighs in. I have 2 sons, Ryder, that turns 8 next month, Hudson, that just turned 3. 3-year-olds, that's a fun age. And 2 stepkids. Danner next week turns 13, and McKenna, that will be 9 in October. Congratulations, Justin, for you for being a step parent. Way to step up. And for your own kids, I love it. I'm also surrounded by kids, too. 2 nephews that live close, a mile up the road. Carson, that is 6, and Carter, that is almost 4. Kids are what keep me young. I'm sure they keep everybody else young, too, or make us feel old every once in a while. But kids are amazing. And, Justin, thank you so much for sharing about your kids and your family with the rest of Carlock Confessions. We're all excited happy to have you here. I thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. So thank you. So continue with the segment. Again, one of my favorite segments is open discussion time. So if anybody has anything they want to weigh in on, now's the time to do so. Questions that I can help answer, or advice that you're looking or seeking for, any challenges that you have going on in your life, be happy to help out. That is what we're here for. We're here to help lean on each other and be there for one another, and that's part of being the change. So as you guys are thinking and doing that, I'm going to take another wonderful lap here during Carlock Confessions, and I'm going to leave chat open for you guys to be able to discuss. So if you guys have anything you'd like to weigh in on, now's a great time to do so. It's designated for the show. Go ahead and weigh in on what you think of Carlock Confessions. Let me know what you guys think about the show. We are on a special edition of the Tuesday. If you could do that as well, I would appreciate it. And while you're at it, you might as well like and share the page for me. Let's see if we can get some more viewers in before the end of the show tonight. Really excited that everybody's here. Super excited on this special Tuesday, June 18th. Again, I am your host, Frank Fanzoni. Welcome to Carlock Confessions today. So thank you so much for being here. Definitely living out a dream. So what a great show tonight. Thank you so much, guys. Anything, again, open discussion that you guys would like to talk about. This show is an interactive show. So if you guys interact, you will absolutely be 100% a part of the show. So thank you so much, guys, for weighing in. But yeah, Father's Day. I have a couple of great fathers in my life. I want to give a big shout out to my father-in-law and my real father. Thank you so much, guys, for being a part of my life and helping guide me, making me the man I am today. Without you guys, I don't know where I would be. I learned so much from both of my dads and my father-in-law, and without them, I wouldn't know the things I know, be the man I am today, and I give all the respect and love in the world for them. So thanks so much, Justin, for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the show. It's on every week. We usually air on Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. Tonight is a special edition of Carlock Confessions. This is on Tuesday this week because tomorrow I have a prearranged commitment in which I will be at. So unfortunately, I did not want to cancel Carlock Confessions this week. I do hate missing the show. So I wanted to bring it on, so I brought it a day early. So glad you can make it tonight. Thank you for being on. And please, share the page. If you think it's a great show, share it with your friends. See if we can get more people on, more opinions, and we can get more people to be the change. Again, Carlock Confessions about positiveness and spreading that positive love and attitude to try to make things better. So, all right. So that was open discussion. Now we can go on and move on to my second favorite part of the show. This is one of my segments that I absolutely love, and this will continue to stay a part of Carlock Confessions for the life of the show. And these are the challenges of the week. So, review of last week's challenge, because I want to start with last week's challenge and review. These are positive challenges that I send out there every week on the show to try to bring positive change and be the change. Last week's challenge was to give a compliment to a stranger. They would have to be a complete stranger. It has to be a verbal compliment. That was the challenge last week. The whole point of it was we are usually shy or into ourselves or whatever it is we're doing, that we don't usually take the time to stop and notice others. And this was a way to help kind of break people out of their shell and to kind of get that external view instead of the internal view of ourselves a little bit and spread some positive joy and love in the meantime. So I did do this. I did say I was going to try to record it. I did not get the opportunity to do so. And I have to admit, some of it was fear of putting someone on camera who didn't know me, because I still want to be respectful about that. I may break out of that shell at some point, but I did give the cashier at Walmart a wonderful compliment. And, you know, it brightened her day. I could tell that it made a difference. And not only that, but it made a difference for me. It was so nice to know that I made such a positive change in somebody's day in a really quick compliment. It changed my outlook for the day, and I'm hoping it changed hers as well. She said that she just started on their shift and that she's going to be there for most of the day. And I said, well, you know, I made a comment about how pleasant she was and thank you for being so, you know, customer service friendly. And she said, why, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I'm here all day, and we had a great quick discussion as I was getting done through the register. And it was just a really nice exchange. And I had a feeling it brightened her day. And it brightened mine as well. So if you accepted the challenge and you're on, please go ahead and post in chat if you did that. Because these are things, these stories, this is kind of what the weekly challenge is about. What I'm trying to do is bring that positive change and help ourselves and help others out as well to kind of be more aware of what's going on around us. We don't do that enough. This fear and this stigma of not getting involved or talking to people, or we can't even be friendly anymore because we're so wrapped up in ourselves or too afraid of offending somebody else, all of those things. We need to break that. We need to break that negative view. Growing up, some of the greatest experiences I had was going up north. As our Michiganders know, going up north is the upper part of the state. Going to a small town called Glenny. And it was so great because every time we go to Glenny, it's a super blink and a miss at town. But as you drove through town and you see people, everybody would wave to one another as you're driving through. And to me, I thought, we don't even know that person, but they're waving. And I just thought that was the most positive experience. And it was so nice to see how friendly people were to each other, no matter, ethnicity or background or age or any of that. And we've gotten away from that in this world, and I'm trying to bring a little bit of that back. So that was the challenge of last week. Let me know what you guys think of that challenge. Let me know if you guys did it. If you did, go ahead and post in the chat that you did and maybe let us know what your compliment was or who you complimented. Again, it had to be a perfect stranger. Mine was the cashier at Walmart while I was going through and buying some things. It brightened her day. It brightened mine. Hopefully you guys had some same experiences, but that was last week's challenge. So let me know what you guys think. Did you guys do last week's challenge? If you did, go ahead and put it in the chat for me. I'd love to hear it. My wife weighs in. I did so many times this week. Your hair is so pretty. I love your nails. Your kids are so cute and polite. I did it up this week. I loved it. Thank you so much, honey. Yes, no, that's true. And you have one of those jobs that's so great to be able to do those things. You see people, strangers that you in your office on a regular basis, and you're able to do those things. And, you'd be surprised. I guarantee you, one of those people left your office feeling better than they did when they came in because of it. They may have even talked about it afterwards, saying it was so great to have somebody give you a compliment. You don't even know. So thank you so much for doing the challenge and sharing. That is exactly the type of responses I was hoping for. Hopefully everybody else experienced the same type. And if you weren't able to do that weekly challenge and you'd like to go ahead and do it this week, feel free to do so. We do this every single week. I try to come up with a new challenge, and then we talk about it on the show. So that's one of my favorite parts of this show. So on to this week's challenge. We covered last week's challenge. Now we're going to talk about this week's challenge. Most of the challenges up to this point on the shows have been external challenges, bringing positive change and positiveness to other people. I want to reel it in a little bit as I was thinking about this week's weekly challenge. You know, as positive as we do for other people, sorry, there's a fuzz flying. As positive as we do for other people, we have to do for ourselves as well. Sometimes we need to refill our own tanks. So this week's weekly challenge is actually for ourselves. And what I want to do is, this is it. You guys ready? You guys ready for this weekly challenge? I'm super excited for it. I hope you guys are too. I'm ready. Uh-oh. Looks like I lost my sound effects are out. There we go. We got some positives. Hopefully you guys are ready.
That was easy.
It is going to be do something for yourself. Take 5 minutes, more if you can, if you'd like, and to have time to do something that's just for you. So often than not, we get so caught up in everybody else around us and the people we care about and our kids and our job and having to cook dinner and make sure we're food prepped for tomorrow and is the coffee ready and all these little things that we don't always make time for ourselves, and things can get overwhelming. So this week's challenge is I want you to do something for yourself. Take 5 minutes or more if you can, if you have it, but at least 5 minutes, and do something that's just for you. Perfect examples of this is, paint your nails, fingernails, toenails, if you're a female or male, if you like to. I'm not judging. Build something. Do a hobby that you enjoy that maybe you haven't been able to get to in a long time or be able to do. It can be as simple as enjoying a candy bar or something that you love to eat that you don't get to do very often. Whatever it is, I want you to make sure that it's just for you. Do something for you. It's 5 minutes. It's not a super difficult challenge. It's actually a pretty easy one. But I want you to do something for you, and that's this week's challenge. You have to refill your tanks. So that's part of this week's challenge. Most of the challenges have been focused on others. This week, I want you guys to focus on yourselves. But this is all to bring positivity to yourself, positivity to others, because as we refill our tanks, by doing so, it'll give us the energy and the positivity to be able to refill others as well. So hopefully you guys get that. Hopefully you guys like this week's challenge. If you guys like this week's challenge, let me know what you think about it. Hopefully you accept the challenge. Kara says she accepts the challenge. If you do, write it in the comments for me that you accept it. Give me a heart, thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think about this challenge this week. Justin Wells, it is very hard here in the PNW. People are very to themselves and also offended at things said. But I always compliment as much as comfortable with people. That's fantastic. And sometimes that's the best you can do. But the fact that you do it alone is something that's going to change somebody's day. It can be as easy as not even giving a compliment, but just smiling at somebody or telling somebody, have a great day. How we treat others should be how we want to be treated. And that's gone away, and that's part of what that challenge was. But thank you for weighing in, because that's great. That was last week's challenge. This week's challenge is doing something for yourself. So I'm accepting this challenge. I know hopefully everybody else does. It is an easier challenge. So tell me what you guys think about it. Hopefully you'll like it. All right. So Kara weighs in. FYI, I was told I have a really nice butt, and I liked it. It was by a woman, which means it's legit. That's fantastic, because it's an adult show. You do have a really nice butt, but I'm a little biased. You're my wife. Anyways, sorry. All right, we'll get off of that real quick. All right, here we go. Let's see here. All right, so Kara says, yes, challenge accepted. Justin weighs in again. It's gardening, brother. I do it almost every day, and it's always for myself. I love it. Keep doing it. Helps refill the tank. That's fantastic. Kayla says, I'm going to take a picture for you. Okay. Please take a picture. I'd love it. That'd be great. I love pictures. One of the weekly challenges was taking pictures as well, so hopefully that's good. But regardless, I hope you guys like the challenge this week. It is a simple one. It's a 5-minute challenge. Do something for yourself. It's just for you. Do something so that way you can refill your tank, so that way you're able to fill others as well. I really like the challenge this week. This may be one of the recurring challenges that happens once a month or so, just because it's something that we should be doing more often. We don't do it enough. Things are difficult. Things get busy. I get all that. sometimes we need to slow down, take a minute for ourselves, and refill our tanks. So hopefully you guys like it. I enjoy it. That's one of my favorite segments of the show. Again, the weekly challenge. All right. So now as the show is progressing, we're almost there. It's about 10 minutes still left of the show. This is the segment that I like to call positive recap or positive personal recap or positive quote of the week. This varies from week to week. It's either a positive quote that I found that resonates with me, or I do a positive recap of something that happened to me over the week to kind of help share and get it out there, kind of a personal confession. This week I've chosen a positive quote, and it kind of goes along with the theme for tonight in regards to aging and the topic within the news. The quote, I'll just give it to you if you guys are ready. I'm ready. Again, my sound effects, I lost them, I think. Quote for the night. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Lyndon B. Johnson said that. That's a great quote. I'm going to say it one more time. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. This really resonated with me. This is a great quote. We do spend a lot of time of our lives thinking about the past. Thinking about things we can change, about things we wanted to change, maybe having some regret. We can't recover yesterday, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. It's getting late this evening. It's 10 to 11 here currently here in Eastern Standard Time. But think about that as you lay down tonight, that tomorrow is ours to win or lose. And what we choose to do makes that a win or a loss. I like this quote because I think every day is a new day. It's a challenging. That's what I love about every day, is that every day is a new challenge, and that we choose how to live our lives that day. We don't win every day. There's days that we lose, and it's kind of it's a saying in a sense. But we have a harder day than most sometimes. That happens. Other days we win. That's what makes the good days good and the bad days bad. But we have that choice. Kind of going back to the weekly challenges, aging thing, it's all about attitude. It's all about what we decide we want to do for that day. Do we want to have a hard day, or do we want to have a good day? Do we want to bring good days to others, or do we want to bring bad days for ourselves and others? And those are choices that we make consciously. And I know there's always things that weigh in, work and stress and life and kids and tiredness and allergies and sickness and stress. All that stuff weighs. But remember that every day is a choice. You have the choice to win or lose that day. To me, I love being a winner. Winning is about being the change, bringing positiveness, having that positive feel, making others feel good, changing people's days for better. So when I read this quote, it really did resonate with me. It was something that I thought, wow, that's it. That's the quote for the week. Yesterday is not ours to recover. We cannot dwell on yesterday, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. That's it. That's my positive quote for the week. I'm going to use that quote. I'm going to lay down thinking about that quote, and I'm going to choose to win tomorrow, and I hope you guys do too. So that's my positive quote. What do you guys think of it? If you have a quote that you love, please share it right now in chat. Now's a great time to go ahead and share your quotes if you have one that you live by or one that you use a lot. I'd love to hear it. Go ahead and feel free to post it on the Carlock Confession site. Share it with everybody. You can share it in chat now if you like. But there's a lot of great ones out there. This one really resonated with me. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys did too. But I'd really appreciate it. If you guys have one that you'd like, please feel free to share. Let's see. Kayla's out. Thanks so much for being part of the show tonight. I'm on for another 5 more minutes, so if you want to stick around, if you can't, that's okay too. Thanks so much for being a part of Carlock Confessions tonight, Kayla. I hope you enjoyed the show. It was great having you. Thanks for being a part of it. So that's pretty much it, though. That's the show for us this evening. I want to go ahead and thank you guys for being here. Let's do a quick recap of the show today. We had our poll question for last week. Again, it was a corny one where we had just 3 votes about liking and sharing the Carlock Confession page. We had the poll question of the night. Have you ever lied about your age? Was the poll question of the night. If you've not answered that, please go on and go ahead and answer that. We'll review that question next week. So that way we can go ahead and get a few more answers on there. It was close. It was weighed the last time I looked. So let me know. And Justin weighs in on his quote: "If you're first, you're last." Or how about if you're not first, you're last? I don't know. That's good. I'm sure there's something good in there. I like it. That's good. Rest of the show, in the news, we had the Aging Joyfully article. Again, it's a very cute article that we talked about in regards to aging. Our topic tonight was about aging and bringing positiveness to the negative stigmata of aging. Aging is beautiful. I say enjoy your wrinkles. I say enjoy your gray hair. I say enjoy your baldness. Enjoy all of it. That's kind of the key. You know, I think getting older is beautiful. We all age. It all tells us where we've been. It's all a bit of a roadmap about where we've been from and why we are the way we are today. So embrace it. Enjoy it. Again, aging is beautiful. We had the question of the night about aging itself. That was all tied in together. What are some things that scare you about getting older? The chat really weighed in on that, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Jared, welcome to the show. You're a little late, but that's okay. It'll be posted on the page. We missed you tonight. Glad that you could jump on before it ended. We had our question again of the night of what scares you about getting older. We had our open discussion time in which we talked about Father's Day, and I talked about the Budweiser commercial that got me all choked up and how I want to get it changed to Parents' Day, because you have your single parents out there. And then we had the review of last week's challenge, which was giving a stranger a compliment, which was a great challenge. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you didn't get to share tonight your challenge and how it went, again, please feel free to share it on the Facebook page. Keep the conversation going. We had our new weekly challenge this week. Do something for yourself. Take 5 minutes, and if you would like that you have time, if you can do more, do so. But do something for yourself. Paint your fingernails, toenails, build something. Do a hobby that you haven't done in a long time. It can be as simple as buying a candy bar and enjoying your favorite candy bar for yourself. Do something for you. Refill your tanks so you can do and refill others. That's kind of where it's at in regards to this week's challenge. So we'll go ahead and review that next week on next week's show. And then finally, we had the positive personal recap and the quote we just went over. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Lyndon B. Johnson. Thank you for that quote. One of my favorites. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. That's the show. Thank you for coming. Now's the time for any last comments on the show as a whole. Please do me a favor. Like, share, follow. Click on the bell so you get notifications every time Carlock Confessions goes live. That's the show tonight. Hopefully you guys had a good time. I had a great time. I was so glad that you guys could be here. Very active show this evening. Very excited about it. I can't thank you guys enough. This show is a dream. It's absolutely fantastic. The show is all about having you guys be a part of it. Tonight was just that. You guys were a part of the show. So it was great to have you guys on. Let me know what you guys think. Last comments of the show. Justin weighs in. I'm out, Frank. I'll tune in next week and share. Cool show, bud. Miss you around here, brother. It's been a long time. Sure has, Justin. Hey, it's been such a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. And I can't wait to see you next week. I can't wait to actually come back out and see everybody. I'm hoping that can happen sometime. I'll bring the family. Jared, thanks so much for jumping on. Hopefully you like the show. Again, like and share the page. From Carlock Confessions, guys, thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm on every week. Wednesdays at 10. Tonight was a special edition. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you so much. Good night, everybody. Carlock Confessions. Be the change.